fucking.
Did you ever think you'd see yourself on the cover of GQ magazine?
No, I really didn't want to be on the cover of GQ magazine.
Oh no, huh?
That's not me at all.
It's a great shot, though. It really is.
Yeah, you look rather handsome and uncomfortable. It's kind of the eyes.
It's perfect, right? Yeah.
Well, I hate doing a photo shoot like that. I really hate it, and I've gotten away with covers where I'm in a black T-shirt doing nothing.
Right.
I've gotten away with that, and now nobody will do that now.
Right. They need you to do something
GQ
else.
said, we'll put him on the cover, but he has to put on something interesting. He has to do a cover. Like a real photo shoot means I don't like doing any of this stuff, so it means I don't have to do a lot of other stuff.
But it's perfect, and I mean this as a compliment. You didn't sell out to be on the cover of GQ. That's you.
That is me.
Being awkward in a really nice tailored suit.
They asked me to wear a spray tan. They had a spray can of tan.
Oh, really?
I bring my own makeup person to photo shoots for the opposite reason that most people do. So I don't have to put any makeup on.
Right.
Most people do it to make sure how great they look.
Right.
But mine is to ward away, like he's not going to do this.
He's got a guy, and then
And who does nothing.
they don't do anything.
Yeah, she doesn't do anything.
So
we hang out.
Does she at least carry around some cases
She's
of
got all shit laid out, but she does nothing. That's totally true.
Just touches you with that triangle piece of foam with nothing on it.
That's right.
Anti-shine, maybe.
It looks like she's doing
Yes,
stuff.
there's nothing on
And
it.
so the photographer said we have this
funny.
spray tan. She said 99% of the guys wear the spray tan, and I said I am the 1%. I shouldn't even be on the cover. And it took a while to say no to it.
Right.
But I just keep saying no with a smile. No, I will not do it.
Wow.
What was their reasoning for wanting you wear a spray tan when you're?
Because it evens out your face, and it would have given me some. But if you had seen me with a spray tan, you would have been like, "Oh, fuck you! Oh, fuck you!"
Oh, man.
But, so it took some doing to look. And she said to me, "They're going to do it anyway, but in post, it's going to look worse." I was like, "All right, let them do it."
They didn't do much.
I'd rather look touched up. I'm happy if the story is they had to do so much Photoshop to that guy. That's fine. But to be like, is he trying to look like he has like a brown tan?
Bronze.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus
And then
Christ.
we're just catching up here at SNL for the second time. Wow.
That was fun.
Yeah.
And the monologue was amazing.
Monologue was fantastic.
We played the whole thing here. We
Wow,
loved
thank
it.
you.
We loved the monologue.
That was to
Pretty
me the
brave,
whole.
too.
When they asked me to do it, I thought the monologue is the whole thing for me.
Right.
And so I worked really hard on it. That's probably the hardest I've worked on a set. Like how many times I ran it in clubs.
Yeah.
And I tried to run it in places that were bad. Because when I go sometimes to the cell.
Must be awful to be other kinds of stuff. I'm glad I'm this. This is a pretty good deal when you consider the alternatives. Anything else, any other kind of thing, you're in the food chain. You're in the food. We are out of the food chain. I don't know if we fully appreciate the fact that we got out of the food chain. That is a massive upgrade. Because for every other living thing, life ends by being eaten. That's how all life ends, is every single life except human life. Every life ends like this. Ah! 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 We're the only ones that get to just die old in a bed. Just, I love you. Bye. I mean, imagine if we were still in the food chain on top of everything else. Imagine if we were in the food chain. It would just be another thing you gotta deal with. You're already having a bad day. You wake up in the morning, you're making breakfast, you burn your toast, and it's too late to try again. And your kid comes in and says, "Bleh," and you're like, fine. And it's just, why? You get a thing in the mail that says that your phone's different and your mortgage is another company now. What? I don't get it. Then you're walking to work like, why do I even bother? Oh, shit. God damn it. There's always fucking cheetahs at the train station. Stop it. Do you think that sharks would be embarrassed if they knew that we could all see their fins sticking out of the top of the water? I think they'd be bummed, because I don't think sharks are aware of that at all. I think sharks think they're slick. They swim around like, hey, nobody has any idea who's down here. And we're all up here like, there's totally a shark right there. It wouldn't be fun being a predator either. If you're a predator, imagine if every time you're hungry, you gotta chase a guy who's running for his life. You gotta, come on, dude, shit, get over here. And just hold him down and bite his neck till he shuts the fuck up for a minute. So you can just sit there and eat his stomach before you go to work. That would really suck. That's why animals just, they go, let's do this together, man. You chase the parents away, I'm gonna eat the kid, and you circle back. That's why they do it like that. Fuck it, I'm eating babies. This is bullshit.
I hate New York. I really do. I used to love New York, but I hate it now. I'd rather be in Auschwitz than New York City. Honestly, I would. I mean Auschwitz now. I mean today Auschwitz, not back when it was open. I mean now. It's nice now. There's a gift shop. People go there on purpose. They buy tickets. I think that's weird. That people buy tickets to Auschwitz. That's weird. If you could have told those people back then, people are going to buy tickets to come here. Yeah, wrap your head around that. Jew. That's, all right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, never again, I promise. That's what we say about the Holocaust, never again. Because they killed 6 million Jews. If they only killed like 10,000, would it be like, okay, 2 more times? And then taper off, because it's a little much. I'll tell you, I went to Auschwitz. This is a true story. I actually did go to Auschwitz because I was doing shows in Poland. Because I had to go to Poland to do shows. So I was in Krakow. I was in Krakow, so I went to the camp. And I went there because of a very personal reason, because I had family there. I had a lot of family there. 44 members of my family were in Auschwitz during World War II. I mean, they were guards, they worked there. No. They were Jews and they died. It's okay, don't be offended. It's true, we lost the whole family there. Everybody, because we were Hungarian Jews. My grandfather, on my father's side, he's the only one who made it. The rest of them, all 44 of them, went to Auschwitz, which I think they really regretted. But that's what happened, because the Hungarians sent all their Jews to. They weren't even occupied Hungary. They're just like, yeah, take our Jews. And they sent my whole family there, and they all died in Auschwitz, except for him. My grandfather's the only one who made it, because he got the fuck out of there before it started. In the late 20s, he fucking smelled that shit, and he got the fuck out. And he went to Mexico. He migrated to Mexico. And we found his immigration card. My uncle and I did the family history, and we found it. It says nationality, Hungarian, and it says religion, Catholic. And there's a picture of him like... He's like, fuck it, they don't know what a Jew looks like in Mexico. That's where I'm going. And that's why I'm alive, because he made that choice. It's also why I'm not Jewish. He was like, Jew schmoo, we're not fucking Jewish. Somos católicas. That was my abuelito. Became a fucking Mexican fast. That's what happened. That's how he made it. He's a fascinating guy, my grandfather. His name was Geza. That was his name. And he had a brother named Geza. It's weird, but I looked it up, and here's what happened. His parents had a baby, and they named it Geza, and it died. The baby died. So they had another one, and they just said, fuck it, Geza, let's just do it again. Because that's what it was like. The babies died. It was no big deal back then. It was just like, yeah, that was a shitty baby. Let's do another one. Why'd your baby die? Because it sucked. Why does any baby die? At least we found out quick. Fuck it, this one's good. That's what it was like forever until recently. The human race was all the good babies, and the shitty ones, that's just the way it worked. It's not like that now. Now we save every baby. The shittier the baby, the bigger the effort. Because we love it. We love saving the shitty babies. There's always a documentary. Look at this baby. He's a fucking mess. Do you see that shit? We're going to save it. Make it live. And the baby's like, please don't. But we don't like when babies die. We get more upset when a baby dies. Why? Who knows this baby? What are... Did you hear about Jeff? No, he was here for 1 day. Nobody met him. And then if you die when you're old, nobody gives a shit. They're like, he was here long enough. Fuck him. You ever tell somebody, like, your grandmother died? My grandmother died. You're like, I'm so sorry. How old was she? She was 98. Oh. So why'd you even tell me?
Yeah, we're back with the Opie and Anthony Show. Monster Rain from Rochester. Hell no to HCO. H2O. Wasn't that what the people of New Orleans were saying? Well, that song is stuck in a lot of people's heads today. Stephen Lynch in studio. He's playing the O&A Traveling Virus Comedy Show this Saturday in Camden, New Jersey, across the river from Philly. And, of course, Louis C.K. will also be there, and he's in the studio as well.
Hello, fellas.
It's his birthday, and he walked in just bitching and complaining. I don't know. You were supposed to be here a while ago, I think.
I know.
What happened?
Bad morning. Well, I would walk my daughter to school with my wife and on the way here. And, of course, my daughter won't carry her backpack. She won't carry her own backpack because it's impossible. It took forever just to get her to a corner where I could get a cab here.
Yeah.
And she keeps crouching her whole body to the sidewalk and just saying, it's cold and I can't carry this and I want someone to carry me. She just won't walk to school.
Right.
It's torture.
Isn't she 15?
Yeah. 15 in kindergarten. And so I'm like, you got it. This is it. This is life. You got to go to school. Just go. I didn't like it either.
Yeah.
And she makes me carry her backpack, and which I carry. There's no point to it being a backpack because I carry it. It might as well be a grown-up backpack.
A briefcase.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of a pink
attaché case.
Hello Kitty backpack.
Aww.
And so then I get to finally a corner where I'm soaked in sweat, and I get to a corner, and it's my birthday. Nobody cares.
Happy birthday there.
Whatever.
Absolutely.
Whatever. The whole my birthday thing stopped at very early in the morning. Few gifts, forget. So then I get in a cab, and I get here. As soon as I get here, I realize I have her backpack, of course.
Oh, boy. Well, now, how is she going to get any kindergarten work done without all of the tools that you need to take with you?
There's nothing in
What is in there that she needs?
There's a folder in which they put notes for us. That's all.
For you.
It's her backpack is a mail bag for us.
Yes.
That's all it is. And there's a water bottle, a little pink water bottle, which is there because they don't give them water in the public school. You got to send them with water or else they die.
They just dehydrate.
Yeah. So my wife, I called her because I had my phone off this morning. So I called her to say I have her. She goes, I know you have her backpack. She's crying. Come back and bring it. And I'm like, I'm at work right now. And she says, so come back here and bring her backpack.
So? Yeah. That's not a thing you can say so to.
So once somebody here is being very nice from your show and going to bring it down to the school. And I called her to tell her that. And she's like, yeah, fine. So it's not my birthday anymore. It's not being my birthday. So I evaporated my entire birthday goodwill.
But your wife is now mad because you're not bringing the backpack to your daughter.
Even though you're making arrangements to have it dropped off.
Even though I'm making arrangements to have it dropped off and I'm here doing what I do professionally.
By the way, make sure we know who's bringing it because there are a couple of people on our staff that aren't allowed within 100 yards of a school.
Yeah, I know. I thought
depending on their criminal past or what they're carrying on them.
Who's bringing it?
Who? Right, cool. Not Pat Duffy. He's the one, that probably can't go near a school.
Yeah, the fellow who brushed his teeth with dog poop.
And got thrown up in the face. Yeah.
That's actually has a further education already. Wait. That idiot.
You forgot about should just stop in there, maybe learn something.
Happy birthday, Lou.
Oh, thanks,
Hope you're dead before the next one.
You and me both, my friend.
That must have been a nice birthday for a couple of years, September 12th.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no.
Hey, happy birthday! Oh, did you?
No,
Oh, the tragedy.
September 10th, we had my birthday party early because I was flying to L.A. on the big one.
Yeah.
And I flew the night before to L.A. But we had a big birthday party for me in our backyard, and my wife got me a piñata, which we...
Oh, look at that traditional.
The head of that piñata still hangs in our backyard.
Really?
It's just this symbol of the last normal moment
Oh, yeah,
of our
yeah.
lives. It's just this withering...
Or you're just a lazy Mexican
who doesn't clean up his piñata.
his own yard.
I bet you got some this morning, though, right? A little birthday.
Somewhat.
You know how it is on the old birthday.
You're going to need to go beyond innuendo for me to understand, because I didn't get nothing on my birthday.
No.
I got a pen.
A nice pen?
It was a nice pen.
It's the cross pen.
Yeah, there are nicer pens.
Cross.
Cross.
A pen on your birthday is good if it's sticking out of a vagina when you get it.
Hey, you can't say that.
But it's
But it's
So you can't say that Wednesday.
Wait, the pinata, what was it? Like
It was-
SpongeBob?
No, it was,
What?
it was a burro, you know.
A burro, an authentic
So it was a real piñata.
Spanish
Yeah.
piñata.
So we just make fun of your whole tradition when we
Go ahead, man.
get the
It's
SpongeBob
stupid.
one for the
We-
7-year-old.
Americanize the
Yeah,
piñata.
but if Mexicans grew up with SpongeBob's, they would use them. They don't. It's
Yeah.
not like burros have some
No.
no one
integrity.
says burros. It's burrow.
It's a burro.
It's a
It's the
burro.
borough of Queens.
We don't say burro.
It's the borough of Brooklyn.
But burro is probably correct.
Burro.
And what is that, a bull?
No, it's the
No,
donkey.
it's a
It's a jackass.
It's an ass. It's a
It's a jackass,
that
you
is
burro.
an animal that's half
I don't know.
half horse, half donkey.
Yeah.
It's a burro.
Are they the ones that are sterile when they're born?
Yeah, they can't. They can't reproduce.
They can't reproduce.
They're
You can
dead
only
end. They're
yeah.
genetic dead end.
You can only make one by breeding like a
It's a horse and a donkey.
horse and a donkey.
Makes a burro.
Makes a
And they
horse and a
burro.
donkey?
A burro. Yeah, and then they can't mate with each other.
It's
yeah.
the only animal that has that. It's a mutant.
It's mutant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. A horse and a donkey. Well, you know, I'm sure one is very happy and one is like, come on, all right, just hurry up.
Yeah, I don't know who. I don't know. I think it. Well, I guess
Male
it go
horse.
either way.
It has to be a male horse.
Why?
There's no way a female horse is tolerating some pesky donkey on a ladder.
What do you know about female horses in there?
Believe me, very
Yeah.
realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
He's just
sheep and a
saying,
horse.
yeah, the height thing
Yeah.
would be a problem.
Yeah.
That's what
Guess
he's
so.
getting at.
You think a donkey isn't as apt to be able to accept certain things than perhaps some videos you've watched?
It is. It is. A donkey is able to physically do that, but I'm saying the height difference in the
Makes it a
donkey and the
problem.
horse. Yeah, like the horse has to be very patient and allow the donkey put its stupid hooves up and hoist
Yeah.
itself, and no horse is waiting through that.
No horse.
Yeah, because usually horse sex is a much more beautiful act.
Yeah, it really is. It's just this mess.
I know. I don't want
It
to.
looks like
It's not clumsy at all.
no. It looks like a fireman let go of the hose.
Yes.
That's always what it
does.
looks like.
It looks like somebody
jeez.
lost grip of.
Yeah, quick, turn that off. It's going all over.
Can we get Pat Duffy on the phone? I want to see how the backpack thing's going.
Well, he hasn't left yet because I got it. My wife. Oh, here she is. I got. Hold on a second.
All right, boy.
Hey. Oh.
Bring it to Raquel in the office, and she's going to bring it to the classroom.
Okay, so he brings it to Raquel in the office. And what does he tell the guard? What does he tell the guard when he gets there?
He tells the guard that he needs to give his backpack to Raquel.
Okay.
He can explain.
Look at him.
Her dad forgot to give her her backpack, and
Right.
tells us to bring it to the office, and she'll bring it.
Okay.
I'm sure, you know, he just has to, he'll probably just sign a pass or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
It's fine. Pat, come here.
Okay.
Look at it.
All right. I'm really sorry about that.
Frustrated because you know how she is.
Yeah, I know. She must have gone nuts.
She's just freaking out, and she wouldn't let me leave the classroom, and she'd say, "No, I want it before you leave."
Yeah.
She was worried about not having water, and you know, I had to buy her a bottle of water.
Of course.
You know, it's just. She's just got enough sleep. She's just lunatic.
I know.
Anyway,
I know. Thank you. I'm really sorry, and I'll call you after radio.
all right.
All right, bye.
Oh, wow. Oh, dude, that's
I
hysterical.
think Lou was apologizing. She didn't seem like she was like, all right, have fun.
No, she's okay now.
Yeah,
she's all right.
you
You can
right.
tell. Yeah.
I think a lot of it is me. I think I fill in a lot of blanks with guilt.
Because I'm
So
listening.
she was just quiet. She didn't say it's okay last time I talked to her. So I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, she's mad.
But she did have to explain to you the misery of the whole thing and how she had to get out of the water
Yes,
and
I had to
how
hear
she was crying and everything. Yeah.
That's just a
That was good.
Yeah, she didn't say me
I
that.
like that.
And no happy birthday.
No,
there was not a.
No, I love
Oh,
you.
by the way, happy birthday.
No, I love you.
Yeah, no,
Happy
nothing.
birthday.
Hey,
Have fun.
you were looking at Pat
Oh,
Duffy though and laughing.
I'm laughing that
he
this
has
is
to
the
go to
guy,
public
dude.
school.
He's got his forearm tat.
Yeah.
He's wearing his Honest Abe Lincoln beard.
Yeah.
His Amish beard.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a Frank the Tank shirt on with a picture of a tank on it.
Yeah, so you're going to an elementary school to deliver a pink Hello Kitty backpack to a kindergartner right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
You need to see a woman named Rachel. He's taking it to Rachel.
Raquel.
Okay.
Raquel, you do.
Yeah. You aren't listening. Oh my God, you aren't listening.
Your wife is right. I suddenly see her point of view. Lou is an idiot.
I didn't hear a word of it.
He'd be looking for this Rachel. I need to find Rachel. They're like locking down the school, hiding the Rachels that go there.
He's going around every corner. Rachel.
Rachel, I've got your back.
A lot of people pointing out that you're a beaten man on instant feedback, Lou.
Oh,
Oh,
totally.
that conversation was just like, yeah, I know.
What were you hearing in your brain during that conversation?
You know what? I
White
felt bad 'cause
noise
she was
or
actually,
Not Raquel.
Charlie Brown's teacher?
she was being pretty nice.
Yeah.
Considering that it's my birthday and I didn't do anything wrong, really.
Yeah.
And I just made a mistake and I'm rectifying it.
Yeah, you're fixing
Considering all that, she was being pretty
Pretty nice.
Well, you just said you were sorry twice. I'm like, why are you sorry, Lou? It's like it was.
I know.
Like, I could hear her talking. It wasn't like she was bitching at you. She was like, yeah, she was, you know how she freaks out. Like
they
she
were
kinda-
preemptive I'm sorries.
Yeah, well, they were from before, from the way she
okay.
sounded last time I
So
talked.
they were owed.
I would never apologize like that. I would just be angry back.
Yeah, well, you
That's how
can't,
Jimmy
you can't
works.
get through,
Oh, you're probably right.
That's how Jimmy rolls.
Yeah, that's how you act with a girlfriend. Who,
You're right.
where there's no stakes except PUSS. And I'll leave the last one off for savings.
Plus is enough.
Buzz is enough for a reason.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, no, you gotta.
All right.
It's like the UN. I'm trying to get a diplomatic.
Oh my God, he's gonna
solution
wear it.
to
Look,
this
he's
war.
wearing it.
He's wearing it.
Oh, God.
Oh God, that's kind of gross.
It's been fouled
That's like
now.
a guy wearing your daughter's panties.
Oh yeah, he fouled it. Let me see the back of that. What is it?
Hello, kid.
Oh, it is a little Hello Kitty one.
All right,
It's adorable.
To get it off the pal talk, that's enough exploitation by the most disgusting show on the face of the earth of my beautiful little daughter
I know.
and her
They're a
bad
little,
day.
they're a little Hello Kitty backpack.
Yeah.
Can we go through the backpack, see what's in there?
No, I told you that's I told you what's
Water?
in there.
Yeah.
There's the water bottle here. Turn around. You see the pink water bottle?
Ah,
Yeah.
it's adorable.
Yeah.
It's all sparkly. That's nice. It's got little sparkles on it.
I picked it out with her. It's way too big for her.
Is it? Yeah, it looks pretty big.
I did
for
it.
some
It was a
stupid
real
Pat Duffy.
father's job of picking something out for his daughter.
Yeah.
And my wife was like, "Oh, it's awful big," and then the teacher said, "That's really big."
Oh, you screwed up.
Yeah, completely.
What did you think?
I mean, look, it fits him.
It fits Pat
He
Duffy.
could actually use that. It's
Yeah.
so practical for him.
That'd be good though if your daughter starts selling encyclopedias. She can carry them all on that thing. Jesus.
Yeah, I know.
She's 2.
Encyclopedias.
She's 5, but anyway.
All right.
And if she takes a time machine back to the 50s, sells encyclopedias.
That's actually, people still do that door to door.
Do they?
No. Of course not. They don't.
No, nobody does.
All right, Pat. How far of a? Don't tell exactly where it is or anything.
Can I
but
give you money?
like
I'm gonna give you
in a
money.
rate,
All right,
miles.
About 4 miles.
By the time you get there, school's going to be over. I
know.
It's kindergarten.
Well,
Don't they
no,
go
it's
for
still
45
3.
minutes?
It's still 3. It's a whole day.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a major.
That's rough.
Totally, it's a massive difference.
That's
in her
more
life.
time for you.
I
and
went
your
for
wife.
like 10 minutes.
She's been home every day. I mean, we went to preschool, but it was like you drop her off, and then you turn around, you go home, you take a dump, and go back and get her. Yeah, that's all it was.
Oh,
But
she just started kindergarten?
she started kindergarten this last Tuesday.
How'd
after
she
Labor
do
Day.
first day with it being
Well, the
so
first
long?
day was just till 11.
Oh, they
then
kind of
the second day was just
ease them
11,
into it.
and then till 3:30.
At 11, was she like, hey, what's the deal?
Well, she was happy. She liked it. They did a few fun things. And then she grew up all at once in one phone call to me because I called her and said,
Jesus.
how was your first long day? And she always just says, fun. Nothing.
Yeah.
She says, I don't like lunch and I don't like recess.
Wow.
And I go, why? Well, at lunch, the teacher's not there. I'm just at a table. And which, imagine that. And then she goes, and at recess, all the kids I know run away and play, and I don't know where they go. And then I just walk around and watch other kids play, and then I get sad.
That is the saddest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, my heart broken too. I wanted to kill myself.
Why?
Should have.
Now she likes it. She had a few days and she found it.
Is she
I said
meeting
to her,
people?
go up to a kid. I was having trouble with it.
Punch him?
Because she's having memories that I remember now.
Oh.
Like up until now when she was, when they're 3, you're like, so what? She won't remember this,
They
I'll
do.
punch her in the face. It doesn't matter. They're going to wipe the hard drive in a minute. It doesn't matter.
It starts recording at 5.
Yeah, at 5 you press record.
You make a really good point.
It's
I don't
really
remember
weird.
anything before kindergarten.
No, they had nothing mattered. But now she's going to have real memories. But so I said to her, try going up to one of the kids before recess. 'Cause recess is crazy. Nobody's going to listen to you.
Right.
Go up
Just run
to a
around
kid
screaming.
earlier in the day and say, can you tell me where you're going to play later so I can be there? And I realized I'm doing what my dad used to give me way too grown up. This is like office politics advice I'm giving her.
Yeah.
She's in kindergarten. She's going to go, excuse me, Tiana. Could you let me know where you guys are planning to play so that I can interface with you? Because when I got beat up in school, and my dad made me memorize a speech that I was supposed to give to the kids that used to pick on me.
Wow.
What was the speech?
It was a whole thing of you must respect me as your equal. I am not.
That
here
must have
for
worked
you.
really well.
I have a right to my own integrity as a person, and he made me memorize it and say it back to him a bunch of times.
Who's your father, the president? That's like a presidential thing.
Yeah.
No, my dad's out of his mind.
Did
Mexican.
it work at all?
I didn't do it.
Oh,
I memorized
okay.
it. Then it just became I have to make my dad happy that I'm going to say this,
I thought perhaps,
but I'll never say it.
I am owed my own space, my own dignity,
Yeah.
just as you.
Oh, God, stop punching. Oh. Exactly.
That's terrible.
We got to end this side of the show.
I wanted to get into that a little more. That's
Sorry.
horrible.
Well, for next time.
Oh, but she's making friends now. Like
She is. She's making friends. She found
Okay,
a friend and
good.
they play some hula hoop game.
yeah.
Unfortunately,
She's happy.
today is.
I think she's now shunning other kids.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think she
as
is.
long as she does it on her own accord, that's fine.
Yeah.
But if she's looking to play and the kids run away and she's alone somewhere,
I know.
that is heartbreaking.
That is really sad for a 5-year-old.
Oh,
Unfortunately for her, today is show off your backpack and water bottle day.
I think so.
Someone's
hope
like,
he gets there on time.
someone's saying Pat Dovey doesn't give a ass. He's probably getting a Hello Kitty tattoo as we speak.
Probably.
Right. Plugs. Lynch, you got anything besides the big show Saturday in Camden?
MySpace has all my tour dates. I'm leaving tomorrow to start in Boston and finish up this weekend in Camden with you guys, and then I'm
Hitting the road.
Virginia and DC, and just go to MySpace. Stephen Lynch.
Stephen Lynch on MySpace. Lou.
I'm in Orlando at the Hard Rock this Friday, and my tour is all over the country on MySpace also.
And both these guys will be at our show on Saturday in Camden. I think it's still available. Jimmy.
Plug superdeluxe.com because me and Florentine did those things on it, like newscasters, and check it out. I hope you like it.
All right. Tomorrow we'll be live from Philly. For everybody in the Philly area, just keep listening to YSP for all the details. Make it easy for everybody, all right?
right.
All right. If you're not joining us over at XM, have a great day.
Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
I'm 41 and I'm single. Not really single, just alone. But I have 2 children, and that's the only thing I'm comfortable with in life anymore. I know how to take care of a couple of kids.
I don't like French toast.
Oh, sorry, that's what we're having.
Mommy doesn't make us French toast.
I go to my daughter's school to volunteer sometimes. My daughter goes to a public school. And I volunteer not because I'm a good person, but because you have to. Because nobody works there. There's just nobody there. You go into school like thousands of kids, and you go, where is any grown-up right now? And I usually go for lunch and recess. That's when they really need grown-ups, is for lunch to volunteer in the cafeteria, because they have 300 kids eating, and they have one Jamaican lady watching all of them. It doesn't matter that she's Jamaican, but it totally does, because there's nobody who can be mean to 300 children just in the way that the Jamaican lady... And it's not her fault. She's outnumbered. 300 kids to one. Gandhi would be like, shut up! So my job as a volunteer is to stand there, usually near my daughter, so I can be with her. And then kids raise their hand, and you need to go and help them. Now, usually they need help opening a milk, because they can't open their milks. They can't do it, because it's 2009... and we still put milk in this little paper box. Put it in a bottle. I don't know why we're doing it. It's torture. We put it in this envelope that was invented by some Dutch in 1773. And they can't do it. They can't open it. It's too subtle an idea, a design for a 7-year-old to peel back the paper and then gather it forward into a spout shape. And the glue is vicious, so they have to pick at the corner and try to get it. And they end up drinking out of this finger filth disease spout. So they can't do it, so they raise their hand and I do it for them. I'm not better at it. I deal with the stress better than they do. I don't cry like a little bitch because I can't open my milk. I'm a man.
Well, where do you want to go?
What?
You want to go somewhere. Where do you want to go?
What is this, a cab? We're at the Bronx Botanical Gardens. We're going to the Bronx Botanical Gardens.
Okay, how do you get there?
What?
How do we get...
Thanks for getting through the traffic. I drove here, and on the way here, I saw a bumper sticker on a car, and it said, tell your girlfriend I said thanks. Isn't that a little personal for a bumper sticker, really? A bumper sticker should be like, hey, I'm in front of you, whatever, you know. Not, hey, I fucked your girlfriend. You want that on your car all day for whoever's behind you? Tell your girlfriend I said thanks. How does he know I'm not behind him, just getting mad and crazy, taking it personal, motherfucker? I follow him home. I get out of my car in his driveway with a pipe. What the fuck does that mean? Thank her for what exactly? Wait a minute, you fucked my girlfriend? Then you made that bumper sticker and found me in traffic and got in front of me? Motherfucker. And I just beat him to death with a pipe right there in his driveway. And jerk off on his corpse. Didn't need that part. Didn't need it. Story was totally complete without the jerking off on the corpse. It's too late. I was at a bar the other night, doesn't matter where because I'm lying, but
You just know. And it kills television. And writers' rooms think that they perfect scripts and they ruin TV shows in the process. That's what I think happens.
Do you think I find the dialogue, I was watching a show on Showtime recently, and the dialogue was ba-da-da, ba-da-da, very snappy, patterish.
Yes.
It seems like nobody talks real on television. There's no organic dialogue and no organic speech patterns. It's all it's all clipped TV talk.
Yeah, it is, and it's arrogant because what it is, it's a lot of I'm being an asshole here, but there's a lot of collegiate TV writers who don't.
You're right.
Who just want people to sound a certain way and who don't want the audience to weigh in and they don't want to let moments linger and but there's a way that unfunny people make funny that they're like, I'm in a comedy right now. I'm in a comedy right now. That's what I always want people to say in sitcoms. Neil Patrick Harris and that, I'm a smarmy character. Yeah, you better watch what I say because it's, he just, everything he's saying is dripping with this fake comedy thing. He wins these Emmys for comedy. He's completely unfunny. I don't. That's my opinion of his work. I have no idea. He might be the greatest guy in the world. I don't care. But there's a lot of comedy that's worked. That's just like, we're doing this. Like, I remember on Lucky Louie once, we changed dialogue on the set. Me and Pamela rewrote something that came to the floor, which was certainly my prerogative. It was my show.
Yeah.
And one of the writers took offense that we changed something. And I'm like, what's your problem? And he said, we worked hard on that dialogue. We vetted it. The writing staff vetted the dialogue.
He actually said that?
Yes. And so it was disrespectful for you to throw it away. To me, the idea of vetting, you know what vetting means?
Yeah, but not in the writing sense.
Well, vetting, like if you vet...
By the way, honest, I would have said, what does that mean? But I wanted to just...
Yeah, no, because I knew
what I was talking about.
I looked it up after he said this to me. The only time I ever heard vetting was in the political context, when they pick a VP or something, they vet him, and it was they analyze, find everything out they can about him, and then they scrutinize. So when you vet dialogue, it's the same thing. You look at a page of dialogue and you analyze every line. Is this giving us all the information we need? Is this upping the stakes? Is this giving the character a motive? Yes, and we all approve as a Congress of a writing staff, and we send it to the floor. And this fucking asshole career funny man who gave us all this job had the balls to just put his own feeling into it about what he thought it should sound like. It's just... But that's what a lot of TV writers are like. They think they think that there's this science to it, it's not even a science. It's just a bullshit craft. And Americans are forced to watch this shit over and over again.
Keith Robinson, who is a comic from the cellar, had a great way of putting it. We were talking about guys that aren't funny, and a lot of them, some writers are funny guys and some aren't. Mm-hmm. But he was talking about front of the bus and back of the bus guys, and not in a tough guy sense, but in a goofball. If you're in the back of the bus, you're talking shit, you're being an asshole.
Yes.
And so a lot of those writers, they're front of the bus guys. And a lot of, not all, but a lot of the alt comics, and some of them are actually very funny, but the ones that aren't are those people in the front of the bus where they try to find a formula to be funny, but they're not organically funny people. There's nothing funny about a lot of those writers when you talk to them.
It's funny because a lot of alt comics would say the opposite. They would think of themselves as the back of the bus, and they would think of well-formed and well-trained and solid comedians like Keith as the front of the bus guy. That's funny to me. I would put Keith in the back of the bus because he's black.
And now
Keith is, by the way, one of my favorite comics.
Oh, is he a funny fucking dude?
Severely underrated.
Yeah.
Every time I see him, he has a new bit, and it's funny.
And here's why he's underrated, because he's fucking lazy and he won't do certain things.
No, because he won't put himself out there.
But as a guy, too, Keith is sickeningly funny. He's an abusively funny fucking dude. He's like sit on the corner and make people laugh.
No, he's great. He's great. No, and with Lucky Louie, the idea was putting just performers on a stage and getting them to do stuff. That's why the writing vetting and perfectioning is part of what made the show have a mixed message. And I mean, in some ways, I don't blame people for not having liked it, because we didn't do it completely the way I wanted to. We did it about 60% of what I wanted, and the rest of it, I trusted other people, and I don't blame them. Those writers did what they were trained to do. And they probably are succeeding at it in other shows. They were all very talented. I had a great writing staff. It just wasn't a writing staff show. I would never write with a staff again.
When you write
do that.
When you write now, because again, you have an interesting way of thinking and doing things. Do you start like, all right, I want my story to be this, and I'm going to finish here, or do you just kind of throw out a bunch of different ideas and say, I'm going to put these together somehow at the end?
Every episode is different in that sense. Some of them I know. Like, I have a flash of an idea, and it's a whole episode. Like I did this episode about religion, and I knew that would be a whole episode. I wanted to tell this entire story of this kid, and that I let be me, just to give it a context that meant anything. Being so scared of Catholicism and being sympathetic to Jesus and wanting to help him instead of just letting him hang there. That to me was such a fascinating story, and then bringing my mom into it and all that stuff. I knew that was going to be a whole episode, and I knew it by the time I almost thought the whole episode out in one thought, and then I just sat down and wrote it. There are other things where I do one bit that's just a shred, like I want to see this happen, and then other shreds come together and it ends up making a whole show. It depends. Other things start with one moment, like the bully episode that I did where this high school bully picks on me, and that episode, sometimes this happens. That story told itself to me. instead of me telling the story. Sometimes you know what I mean? When you follow your imagination down a road and you don't even think you're in control of it.
Yeah.
I had the one moment in my head, which is I'm on a date and I get picked on by a kid. And I realize I can't, this is real life. I can't fight him. I'm over 40. I'm not going to fight him. And I'll say whatever it takes to get him away from me. That's the safe road. Why wouldn't I do? I'm not in a mood. I'm a human being.
Yeah.
But there's a girl with me, and I was trying to have sex with her. So I just told myself that moment, and I said, so what happens? And then first step was her complete humiliation of me and saying, you just turned me off completely. And then I thought, but what would I do? Would I follow the kid home and beat the shit out of him? Would I get revenge on the kid? And then I just told myself, I want to follow him all the way home. I want to follow him. I want the audience to be like, what's he doing? This is crazy. And I didn't know where it was going. And the story just took me to, there's his house. I walk up, who would I meet? Well, he's a kid. I'd meet his parents. What would I say to them? I'd tell on them. That's what adults do when other kids have a problem with somebody's kids. What would they do? Beat the shit out of them. How would I react? I'd say, hey, cut it out. You shouldn't hit kids. That's why he's like this. And I was telling this story to Pamela, who is a consultant producer on my show. Pamela Adlon, that played, I'm just saying it for them.
Sure.
Played Kim on Lucky Louie, my wife. I was telling her this story. I was hatching it in front of her. And I said, so I'm yelling at the father and saying, you shouldn't hit your kid, and that's why he's like this. And then she says, and then the wife, the mom goes, get out of here, you fucking queer. Like she did this funny voice, and she said, then the mother starts slapping you. And I fucking howled laughing. She finished that for me. And so we went out and cast a woman with that voice, and we did the whole thing. It was great. So sometimes it's like that. It's all of a piece, and it starts with one little, I want to see this moment. And rather than set up like, have a phone call, I call the girl up, I start a date, I go, who are these kids? Why are they like this? Here's the moment. Sometimes it looks totally different than other episodes. Like I like the show to feel different almost visually every episode. The music's different depending on what we feel like showing.
What do you do when you have a thought that you want to articulate? Like there's been things I'm writing that I can't, like I know what I want it to be, but I fucking sit down, I just can't articulate a certain piece.
That's really hard.
It's frustrating.
Yes, I have 1,000 great ideas that I've thought, I've gotten flush in the face with excitement. This is going to be so good. And I write down the note, write this idea. And then when I sit down, okay, I'm going to write. And I start interior bedroom day, and it won't come out of me. Like I can't make it happen.
What do you just go back to it? Like I'll write something down.
Sometimes
go back to it.
I keep it on a card, and I go, I know there's something valuable there, and I couldn't sit down and write it. Once I started making the scene, there's a few ways I've approached that moment. Some of them, you get this sick feeling in your stomach, like I can't write this, or you start writing and it sounds fake, and you stop. I can't do something I don't enjoy. That's why I can only do a show like this. If I was working on a show where I'm kind of like rolling my eyes and plowing through it, I would kill myself. And that's not a good thing. I think a responsible human being does things, grits their teeth and does stuff.
Right.
But if I'm writing a bit that's not inspired and that I'm not driven to write, that's not flowing out of me, I just stare at the page for a while. Sometimes I'll start writing bad dialogue and then let it catch up to itself and get better.
Right.
Sometimes just having it written out, I'm like, good, I have it. It's not good, but it exists. And I could go back and fix it.
Because it's easier to go back and edit something or fix something than it is to actually just conceptualize something.
I don't know that that's true. I don't know that that's true. Really? I think sometimes when you write stuff, it has a tendency to gel, to harden, so that you can't fix it again.
See, I like to edit because I have an emotion when I write anything. It's like it has to just kind of come out there, and then I can go back and fix it. But it's hard to recapture the emotion or the excitement sometimes.
It is. That's a huge part of what we do. And a lot of times, like with stand-up, if a bit killed, most bits that really kill because of the feeling you put behind them, because of the way you're being, because you're animated by the thought, not by the perfect.
You ever flush a pet down the toilet? I had to flush my daughter's fish down the toilet. I came home, the fish was dead. She wasn't home from school yet, so I just flushed the fish. And that's a weird moment too, because fish live in water. So you put it in the toilet, floats to the bottom, like, yeah, he's dead. And then you flush and it looks like he goes, wait a second, oh, shit! I was taking a nap, Jesus! You gotta be in constant motion, you gotta be respecting his house. And then my daughter comes home, why did he die, Dad? Come on, what am I gonna say? Why did he die? Because who gives a shit? That's the reason. That's the actual reason. Is because it didn't matter that he was alive. That's why he's dead. He didn't know his name and he didn't love you back. These are the facts about that fish's life. My daughter likes fish. We took her to the aquarium. I took both my kids to the aquarium in Boston, and we were looking at this seal or sea lion. I don't know which one. I don't care. I don't think they need to be separate things. I really don't. They don't care, and we don't care. There's like 3 scientists who give a shit what we call all those things. The scientists are gonna go on TV tomorrow and say, okay, everybody, from now on, seals and sea lions and walruses and you know what, penguins are all seals now. And we would all be like, yeah, fine. Yes. Whatever, man. Anyway, so we're looking at this sea lion thing, and he's looking back at us through the plexiglass, and he's going, ugh. They're really disgusting in person. Most animals are when you really see them. You ever go to a farm, you think you're gonna see little white sheep going, bah, but they're all fat and shit colored, and they're like, bah. Jesus. That thing is awful. Anyway, seals don't go, they go, My daughter's like, what does he say? I don't know. I'm a slave. Kill me.
I was going to talk about Boston, and here's the thing. They have this whole gay marriage thing in Massachusetts, and they're fighting it in the courts, and I don't understand the argument against it legally. Like, I know what their problem is, but how do they argue it in court? You know, like, I can imagine when they get to the Supreme Court and the lawyers for the gay side are like, well, Your Honor, we pay taxes. There's nothing illegal about what we do. We're the same as anyone else. Why shouldn't we get the same protection under the law that heterosexuals get? And then they ask the other lawyer, and he says, Your Honor, they fucking quit! They fucking quit! That's it, isn't it? Isn't that the whole... Well, okay, counselor, but I don't see what that has to... What, you fucking faggot? Your Honor, you gotta get a fucking beating. Faggot! Isn't that the whole argument? Or that argument that the soccer moms, how am I going to explain that to my kid? I don't like explaining things to my kid. I don't like talking to him. So you should stop your whole lifestyle. So that I don't have to talk to my kid, you should stop being in love with each other, because, how am I going to, you know what, fuck you, stop it. It's just weird. But, fuck, what was I going to say about that? Oh yeah, like, I don't know. I never understood anger towards gay people because it doesn't affect it's actually the one thing that people can do, sex, that doesn't affect you at all. Nobody's being gay at you. Like you walk in a room full of gay people and, oh, Jesus! Oh, gay! I mean, where do you come in? That you got a good... Like, I can understand if you're mowing your lawn and 2 guys are blowing each other on the grass, like in the middle of your lawn, you're like, come on, you faggots! You gotta cut around you every morning, it's bullshit! Fucking lawn is all uneven. Or if you're eating your breakfast and you're about to put your spoon in the cereal bowl and 2 guys touch dicks in front of yours, hey, come on! I gotta go to work! I don't have time to dodge your dicks with my spoon. Outrageous behavior.
Jesus didn't die on a cross so you could touch your dicks together in front of my cereal spoon. I'm sure that's not why. I mean, I wasn't there, but I assume that's not why. Couldn't possibly have been on his list. Anyway. Is that even a gay act, the touching of the two penises? I think that's what I pictured when I was a kid. That's what sex is between guys. It's very formal, just. Thank you. Well done. Well played. Right on target. I don't think that's even gay. That's just friendly. Hey, Bill, how you doing? Let's see it. How you doing? Tip of your dick feels nice against the tip of my dick. I know, right?
I was in upstate New York in a small town, and I was standing in front of a drugstore. And in the window of the drugstore, they had a wheelchair on display in the window. Is that really an impulse purchase? I should get a wheelchair. That would really help with my paralysis. Then I wouldn't have to drag myself everywhere I go, like I've been doing for 10 years since my legs were blown off at the marathon. Okay. Bunch of fucking hypocrites, apparently. Because, let me point some out to you. Let me point some out to you, motherfuckers. You were just, like, seconds ago, laughing at a man with no legs crawling on the ground. You're just... And then at the end, you're like, oh, but not those particular legless people. No. We thought you meant just some asshole with a childhood disease who deserves to be laughed at. Not one of those. Now, we're laughing at all legless people equally. However you lost your legs. Ha ha ha. You haven't legs. And we've legs. I have legs. I have 2 legs. 2 fucking legs. That's the maximum amount. I fucking love having 2 legs. I fucking love it. I wouldn't like having no legs. I really don't think I would like it. I think it would suck. I think it would suck shit out of the balls of Christ. It's an old Southern expression. It's not used like it used to be. I think 2 legs is better than none. That's what I think. That's just my opinion. It's not popular. You're not supposed to say that because you're supposed to always be very positive about disabled people. But I think that puts pressure on them to be positive. What if they don't want to be? Because the only story we want to hear is about the amazing disabled people. He's amazing. He lost his legs and then he won the leg-having contest. What about disabled people who aren't amazing? Who are just ordinary with a sweatshirt and some potato chips, and he's going, fuck, I wish I had legs. No, this is better. This is better with no legs. Why is it better? Because you can do anything now. I can do 4 things. Fuck off. I just don't know that our positive, non-disabled attitude really helps. Like retarded people. We're going to talk about retarded people for 20 minutes. That's what's going to happen. We're going to discuss retarded people for 20 minutes. It's not okay to never speak of them. No, we're going to talk about them. First of all, I want to talk about the word retarded, okay? Because the word retarded, it's a bad word. Now, people do not like the word retarded. They find it very offensive. Now, I'm a little confused by this because it wasn't always a bad word. And I grew up in the 70s and it wasn't bad back then. And most bad words were always bad. You know, cunt never had a day in the sun. There was never a... a time where the Santa Claus at the mall was like, come here, you little cunt, tell me what you want for Christmas. And then in the 90s, we're like, let's lay off a cunt a little bit there, gang. No, we used the word retarded in the 70s. We used it to identify people who were retarded. It wasn't controversial. It wasn't like, he's retarded. It was like, he is retarded. This fellow right here is retarded, right? I told you, yes, you're still retarded. He is retarded, everyone. And I grew up in Boston. We didn't say retarded in Boston. We said retarded. He's retarded. God bless him, he's fucking retarded. That's the way we used it. With love. Help the retarded. That's what people said in the 70s. Help the retarded. There was a lady outside the supermarket near my house every Christmas with a bell. She was like, help the retarded. Help the fucking retarded. You gonna tell me she was a bad person? She was helping the retarded. And I feel like we had more of them around back then. I haven't seen one in years. In the 70s, there was a retarded guy in a windbreaker on every street corner. We were using the word and they were more in our lives. I swear to God, they were more. They were in our culture. There was TV movies about retarded people all the time. Tonight on ABC, a retarded boy's dream. There was one, I remember with Sean Cassidy. I don't know if you remember Sean Cassidy. Some of you too young. But Sean Cassidy, he began his career as a teen pop idol. He was a 13-year-old boy with a very hit song called Da Do Run Run. And he had feathered blonde hair and juicy lips. And he's on the cover of Teen Beat magazine, like. And everybody liked Sean Cassidy because he was sexy. He's a sexy boy. I thought he was sexy. I did. I thought he was really sexy. I was 6 years old. But I already had inappropriate sex feelings for teenage boys when I was 6. I was an old soul. I was a pedophile when I was 6. I used to go up to teenage boys when I was 6, like, hey, how's it going? That kid's weird, he's got a boner. Anyway. Not anymore, I outgrew it, but no. I'm not sexually attracted to teenage boys. I'm not. But I don't not get it. I mean, I get it. I'm not like, what? Like, you can see it. Like, I was at an airport once, and I'm walking along where people walk in the airport, and there's these chairs facing the aisle, and there was this family sitting there, a mom and a dad and 2 teenage boys, and they're like just both sitting with their phones with their legs. They weren't like these shorts. One had cut-off shorts, and one had basketball shorts. And they both just had their legs open because they don't give a fuck. Both legs just splayed, and then just smooth, you know, just very. And I saw it. It didn't do anything to me. But I kind of wanted to stop and go, hey, fellas, let's close that shit up, huh? You're not getting me, but I know you're causing a problem for somebody in this airport. Let's close it up. I did not say that. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. Anyway, let's return to the comfortable subject of retarded people, shall we? So Sean Cassidy. Sean Cassidy was a teen singer who then grew up. He was about 18. Now he was, old and gross. Nobody wanted to fuck him. So he started to act. And he had a movie on TV called Normal People, where he played a retarded man who wants to live a normal life. It was very inspiring, actually. And at one point, he didn't do like a big retarded character. He wore thick glasses, he talked like Elmer Fudd, that was the whole thing. So he goes up to the guy who runs the group home he lives in, and he says, I want to get a job. And the guys who runs it is like, Republican conservative. So he's like, you can't get a job, you're retarded, And, but then there's a liberal lady who works there, and she says, of course he can get a job. He's as good as anyone. So they let him get a job as an air traffic controller, whatever was available. And then he meets a woman who's also retarded who lives at the group home. He falls in love with her. It's a very nice love story. And he says, we want to get married. And the guy says, she says, but they're in love. So they get married. And then one day he says, we want to have a baby. And the liberal lady says, no fucking way. And they just shut them down right there. And that's the end of the movie. I swear to God, that's just how it ends. And the point of the movie is just, hey, there's a limit. Like, that's, I guess, what the point of it was. And that's pretty intense. But hey, retarded people were on television. We were talking about it. We were dealing with it. And they said the word retarded about 50,000 times in the movie. Now we don't say the word, and I don't see them anywhere. I guess that's my problem with it. And also, the word is not basically a bad word. It's a medical term. But it became a bad word because it's used as an insult, really. Not towards retarded people. Nobody does that. Nobody calls retarded people retarded to insult them. What would be the point of that? It would be like going up to a chair and saying, you're a fucking chair. Like, what are you doing? No. People use it on their friends. Like, you're at a bar, your friend's like, I don't have any more money for beer. And you're like, you're fucking retarded. Do you know that? And in that moment, no one retarded is insulted. They're not. Do you know why? Because they're not there. Because we don't include them in our lives. They're not at the bar. How many of you have a retarded drinking buddy that you hang out with? No, you take them to the zoo when they're little and then fuck them. This is what I find confusing about this thing, is that we told many generations of people that they are retarded. We told them that that's what they are, and they lived with it, and they dealt with it. And then we just decided it's a bad word. So did we tell them this? Did we go back to them and explain this to them? Listen, Nelson, I have something to tell you. You're not retarded anymore. You mean I'm cured? No. No. No, we're not even working on it.
I don't think life is that important. It's just not. It is not. People get too excited about life. Oh, life, fuck you. It's not that. It's. Make a list of every shitty thing ever that's in life. Life is okay. I like life. I like it. I don't need it. I'd be fine without it. I like life, though. I do. You know how much I like life? I have never killed myself. That's how much I like it. That's exactly how much I like it, with a razor-thin margin. I like it precisely enough to not kill myself. It's an option, though. It's totally an option. I mean, I'm 49. I have 2 kids. I've flipped through the brochure a few times. I've thought of killing myself just to win an argument. You're not supposed to talk about suicide. Even to your shrink. You ever go to a shrink and they're like, have you had thoughts of suicide? And you're like, no, because if I say yes, you'll press a button and folks will run in and hold them down. But you should be able to talk about it. It's the whole world is just made of people who didn't kill themselves today. That's who's here. Is all of us that went, okay, I'll fucking keep doing it.
Because it's an interesting thing about life. Life can get very difficult, very sad, very upsetting, but you don't have to do it. You really don't have to do it. You don't have to do anything. You never have to do anything because you can kill yourself. If they send you a letter from motor vehicles, you have to come in and, no, I don't. I'll kill myself. You can do that. You can do that once. But you can do it. And it's interesting because even when life gets bad, people generally choose it over nothing. Even the worst versions of life, even a shitty, shitty life is worth living, apparently, because folks are living the fuck out of them. You ever seen somebody and you're like, how did he should kill himself? Why didn't he not? That dude. You ever been driving and you look at the next car and you're like, oh shit. I wish I hadn't looked in that car. That was difficult to glance at, let alone being it. Just a guy in a tan car. Nobody chooses tan. Nobody picks tan for their car. They give you tan. Is that mine? Yeah, it's yours, fucking loser. Made it tan. They shouldn't even make tan cars. It's mean to make them. You look over, you see a guy in a tan car with just dents all over it and a garbage bag for a window. What is holding up his suicide? What is delaying it? What is keeping him from stopping being that? And what would it take? What would it take? What would it take? Both windows are garbage bags? Is that? Seriously, do you know how much misery is involved in a garbage bag for a window? Do you know how many separate moments of shit misery? I canceled my insurance. Broke my window. Duct tape. Here's the truth. Running away will not solve your problems. That's totally true. But killing yourself solves all your problems. It actually does. It even solves world's problems. For you. What about ISIS? Kill yourself. Then they'll never get you. Seriously, if everybody who's afraid of ISIS kills themselves right now, then ISIS loses. Because they live in a world of people that don't give a shit. We're gonna cut his head off. Okay. It's not fun now. I think the worst part of being beheaded the worst thing about being beheaded is that you look really dumb right after. That's the worst part. They go like that, and you're like, just that's fucking dopey. I don't think they like beheading bald people because they can't do this thing. That's the best part. They gotta go like this. It's not as cool. So just shave the top of your head and you won't have to worry about it.
Yeah, having a lacy rope scraping your anus. Just looks so painful.
Girls are allowed to do, or like they could do shit that guys just could not fucking deal with.
And they never get mud spots.
Yeah. Well, maybe
no mud.
Maybe they do.
Well,
I don't know. I don't inspect it.
If they push a half a log out through a thong, it splits like a fucking
like a
velociraptor's foot. It looks like a slee stack foot. A log when it shits through a tight thong.
Do you think it would curl at the ends too, like an exploded cigar?
Yeah,
like my daughter's Play-Doh machine. Like
the Play-Doh Fun Factory.
That's what women should wear underwear that have there's like a star at their asshole, so they shit through it and make like a shit star.
And then they can run in and go, honey, look what I made, and just be the dumb dodos they are.
I made hair for my doll. Like it has like a bunch of little holes.
Spaghetti.
Yeah.